Hello everybody, welcome back to English in 10 with me, Natalie. Today we are going to look at more prepositions. Today we're going to look at prepositions of time. For example, I'll call you back in 5 minutes. Your interview is on Monday at 3 p.m. I need the report by the end of the week. So in today's lesson, we're going to look at in, on, at, and by. Now, I've already made a video with in, on, and at when we talk about prepositions of place. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link in the description below and I would advise you to watch that one as well. But you can watch them in any order. So let's get started with this one. Right, let's start with the preposition on. We use on for dates, specific dates, and days of the week. For example, I'm working on Monday. I'm also working on Tuesday. I can also say, I work on Fridays. Now, if I use the day of the week as a plural and say on Fridays, that indicates that I always work on Fridays, that it's a habit, it's something I always do. So, I can't go out on Thursday night, I work on Fridays. But if I say I'm working on Friday, I'm going to the cinema on Saturday, then you don't know if I do that all the time. But we always use on with days of the week. Sometimes you might hear people take the preposition away. In British English, we don't really do it, but in American English, they sometimes say it, but you would never write it. It's very colloquial, very casual to say, I work Mondays, or I'm working Monday. So it's not very common, not common in the UK, and it's very casual, so just be careful. But if you hear it, it is correct as well. All right, now we also use on for dates. I was born on the 14th of September. His wedding is on the 29th of May. Again, there is a difference between British and American English, just to make it a little more complicated. In the UK, we always say the 14th of September. So I was born on the 14th of September. In the States, in America, you will hear I was born on September 14th. It's just a difference of how we say the dates, but we all use the preposition on for that as well. So on a specific date and on a specific day. Last but not least, we also use on for special days. He bought me flowers on Valentine's Day. I'm going to a massive party on New Year's Eve. I'm going over to my family's house on Christmas Day. So for special days, we also use on. Okay. We also use it for the weekend. What are you doing on the weekend? But be careful, because again, there's a difference between American English and British English. We in the UK never say on the weekend, we say at the weekend. What are you doing at the weekend? Whereas Americans would say, what are you doing on the weekend? They both are correct, it just depends where you're from. Okay, and that is on. Next, we're going to take a look at at. At is used for clock times and specific times of day. For example, I'll meet you at 3 o'clock. She was born at 1:45 in the morning. Your interview is at 6. Don't be late. So we use at for clock times. We also use it for specific times as well. At bedtime, at night. Be careful though, because at night is not the same as the morning, the afternoon and the evening. We say in the morning, in the afternoon and in the evening. But at night. Now, a good way to remember it is if you learn together at bedtime, at lunchtime, at night time. So the full word is night time, but we always say night. So at night, I like to watch TV at night. So if you think of it as night time and you put it together in the group of lunchtime, bedtime, nighttime, and learn they are always at, you're good to go. We also use at for some fixed expressions. At the moment, if you phone, could I speak to Maria, please? I'm sorry, she's not here at the moment. So at the moment means in this present time. Right now, at the moment, Maria is not here, so you can't talk to her. So at the moment, right now, at this present time. We also say at once. I need you to do this at once. It means immediately. So I need you to photocopy this at once and fax it to the head office. I need you to do this immediately, right now, straight away. Another phrase is at the time. When they called, I couldn't speak to them because I was really busy at the time. So when we say at the time, we're talking about a moment in the past when something happened. So at that moment in the past, I was busy. So at the time, I was busy. I didn't go to the cinema with my friends last week. They phoned and asked me, but I was already having dinner at the time. So when they called me, at that moment, I was having dinner. Okay? So a specific moment in the past, you can say at the time. Okay. The last one is we use it for the beginning and the end of things. So at the beginning and at the end. At the beginning or at the start and at the end. So at the start of the film, I was a bit bored, but at the end, I thought it was great. So at the beginning and at the end, always with at. Perfect. And that is at. So we have one more to go. Our penultimate preposition, so our second last preposition, is in. We use in for periods of time, months, years, decades, centuries, seasons. For example, I was born in 1989. I was born in the 90s. I was born in May. Okay? So we use it for periods of time. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we also use it for the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. If you remember, it's at night, but in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. We also use in for periods of time. For example, he did his homework in 2 hours. So it took 2 hours to do his homework. He did his homework in 2 hours. Or Adele is a genius. She recorded her new album in 2 weeks. So it took her 2 weeks, period of time, 2 weeks, to record her new album. She recorded it in 2 weeks. We also use it for future time. So to explain to somebody how long from now it will take to do something. I will have finished painting my house in 6 days. Right? I will have finished painting my house in 6 days. My new album will be finished in 3 weeks. The new Mission Impossible film will be out in 2 months. Okay? So we use it to explain how long into the future it will take to do something. All right, we just have a couple more to go. So hang in there. We're nearly finished. Let's take a look at the next bit. I want to talk to you about 2 expressions that people confuse a lot. And they're confusing, so it's okay. In time and on time. What is the difference? In time is to arrive just before something. But when we say in time, there is a sense of, I was running late and I made it in time. So there's this feeling of you weren't going to get to the place before the event started, but you managed to do it just in time. So it comes with a feeling of, I almost didn't get there, but I made it seconds before the show started, the concert started, my interview started. It feels a little bit panicky, right? You made it just in time. If we say on time, it doesn't have the same feeling. On time implies that you arrived at the correct time. So someone will say to you, the surprise party is at 7, please be on time. You can say, I was on time for the party. I got there just before 7. So on time means to arrive somewhere at the correct time. But it does not carry with it a sensation of, oh, I nearly didn't get there. So if you're asking someone to come somewhere at a certain time and you want them to be there at that specific time, then you would say, please be on time. Don't be late. When you're talking about going somewhere in the past and you almost didn't get there in time, you say, whew, it was crazy on the train. I was really late, but it's okay. I got there just in time. So that's on time and in time. This just leaves us with by. By is really easy. Yay! It's really easy. I need the report by the end of the day. It means the end of the day is the deadline. That is the last time you can bring it to me. I need it by the end of the day. So at the end of the day, at the latest. Right? I'm going to the Maldives on holiday. Woohoo! My flight leaves at 7 p.m, so I have to be at the airport by 6:30. I have to be at the airport by 6:30 at the latest. So the last possible time I can be at the airport is 6:30. I need to be there by 6:30. I could be there at 4, I could be there at 2, that's fine, but I have to be there by 6:30. All right, that is it. That is the end of our prepositions of time video on, at, in and by. I hope that it was helpful and that you'll understand a little better when to use them and how to use them. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification and give us a giant thumbs up, or a normal one, there's only one. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, bye.